Coming up on the Morning Blend, we're headed back to school. Learn how to be safety smart this semester. And smart snacking is important too. We've got some great options for after school. Then go inside the writer's room of the hottest show on TV. See how those saucy storylines get from paper to the screen. On your screen is a great show, and it's starting right now.
It's a great day, so make it everything you want it to be. It's yours and it's mine. It's a great day to shine.
Good morning, I'm Courtney Perna. Stephanie Summers is off today, and today is August 2nd. That means you have 1 week and 1 day before school starts. Wah, wah, wah. All this week, we're helping you and your family get ready to hit the books. Can't believe it's that time already. Parents, you send them off to school, maybe you take some photos, maybe you shed a tear. You know who you are. Besides learning, one thing at the top of every parent's priority list is safety for your kid. It's important to us, too, and also to our first guest this morning. Andrea Shook is with the Cape Coral Fire Department. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Always good tips from you. So safety is important year-round, but what is it about back to school that makes it kind of different?
You're right. Safety is important year-round, but in the summer months, we relax, we go on vacation. We kind of forget about the traffic that school buses and school zones entail. So it's really important both for those returning to school and also those of us who don't have kids going to school to remember that there is going to be extra traffic on the road, extra kids on the road, buses on the road, so we really need to be more astute.
More alert, too, of those school zones. They sneak up on you, it seems.
Exactly. It's really important to go the speed limits in the school zones. I know it's really, really slow, but it's really important for the safety of the kids. If they're walking to school, there might be some parked cars, and they might dart out between the parked cars and cross in front of you, so you want to be aware that that might happen. So it's really important to be going slowly in case they do sneak up on you. You're able to brake quickly.
And for our kids, are we telling them not to go through those parked cars?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If your children are walking to school, there's a few very important safety reminders. Ideally, you want to do a practice run with them. So before the first day of school, walk the route with them. Let them know their best places to cross the street. If there is a crosswalk, that is the place that you want them to cross. They want to use the sidewalks, and they always want to walk against traffic if there's no sidewalk. So if there's a sidewalk,
against traffic.
Stay on the sidewalk. If there's no sidewalk, you want to walk facing traffic and as far over as you can possibly
See, that's
get.
what my dad used to always tell me, and then people told me, no, you're supposed to go with traffic. I'm so glad you said that.
That's if you're on a bicycle.
Oh, okay.
So if you're on a bicycle, you have to remember that you want to go with traffic.
Okay.
And then, obviously, with bike safety, you want to wear a helmet as well.
And the buses, too. I mean, you have to be careful for them. You can't cross them. You can't pass them, remember?
That is very, very important to remember. If a school bus is stopped, you have to stop in both directions, unless it's a divided highway.
Right.
So if you're going with the bus or going against the bus, once it's stopped and its stop signs are out, you have to stop and wait until the bus has put its sign back in. And that's super important because the kids may be crossing the street. So if your child does ride the bus, you want to make sure that they practice getting on the bus. So you go with them even if you can't go the first day. Teach them where to stand. They don't want to be standing right next to the street, obviously. They need to stand at least 6 feet back from the street. And then if they are crossing the street, they want to cross in front of the bus and communicate with the bus driver. So say, you know, I'm going to be going on the other side of the street. The bus driver will stop and wait. You want to cross far in front of the bus so the bus driver can see you.
Make some eye contact with
Exactly. Make eye contact. Cross the street, and then that way the bus driver will keep the stop sign out until you've safely crossed the street.
And we talk about letting the small kids know what their address is, what their phone number is, but I think all kids, I mean, do you know what your mom's cell phone number is by heart?
That's really important. Knowing your address in case you are lost. You want to ask any uniformed officer for help. You can go to a fire department. We would be happy to help. Any police officer you might see, the school crossing guard, go back to the school and meet with one of the teachers if your child is confused. Teach them to do that. But they need to know where they're going. So they either need to know your cell phone, a work phone number to call you for assistance, or your home really your home address so that they can get home safely as well.
And then an important one, we only have about 30 seconds left, but you're not in your routine yet, and you say that even running in, sometimes you can forget the other kid is in the car. So
exactly, it's still hot, so you never want to leave a child or pet in the car. So even if you're dropping your child off and physically taking them inside, and then you have another child going to daycare, you want to bring that smaller child inside with you. You don't want to leave them in the car even for a moment. And then when you get out to go to work, you want to do a check around to make sure that all your children have been dropped off where they're supposed to be.
It seems a little bit crazy, but it happens.
It does.
You know what I mean? Especially when you're getting your routine down, Mom, you forget that there's a kid in the back.
Exactly. How many times have you been you get in the house and you're like, where's my purse? So you need to get back into that routine. And so just always do a check around to make sure that your kids are where they're supposed to be before you go to work for the day.
All right, and don't pack those backpacks too heavy like I do every morning coming to work. All right, if you missed any of those tips or want to share them on social media, you can get the link on our website, fox4morningblend.com. Now that we've got our school safety in check, how's your wallet doing? We try to save money where we can, but before you hear that school bell ring, you'll probably hear that cash register cha-ching. Back to school spending can take a chunk out of your budget. Listen to this. According to CNBC, the average family spends a whopping $488 on back to school supplies. That's more than most car payments. And parents, hear this, when you shop is almost as important as where you shop. In the month of July, the average family spent over $600 getting their kids ready for school. But if you shop in the month of August, the average family spends just under $400. Now, if that's not a case for procrastination, I don't know what is. You're welcome, procrastinators. And get this, back to school spending is up 3.5% from this time last year. Wow. All right, now we know you'll be spending money on food for school lunches, but in our latest Eat This, Not That, we've got tips on what to stuff in those brown bags and backpacks. When you're trying to eat healthy, it's all about balance. Too much and you pack on the pounds. Eat too little and your body thinks it's starving, so it stores all that excess fat. That's where snacking comes in, but getting your kid on the healthy snack train, yeah, that can be a challenge.
Yep.
Don't worry, registered dietitian Vanessa Cavallero is here to help turn snack time into fun time. It's always good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I learn something new every time you are
Well,
here.
thank you. That makes me happy to hear.
Now, something we've heard before, though, is kids who start off with a healthy breakfast and they have healthy snacks throughout the day, they do better in school.
They absolutely do. It's well documented, and I love to say healthy kids learn better.
Yes.
So they miss school less often, and they also score higher on standardized tests. So starting off the day with a healthy breakfast and then snacking appropriately throughout the day on healthy foods.
Okay, so how can we get our kids on that snack train, that healthy snack train?
Yes. So the best way to start off is to offer them two healthy choices. Because if you offer a cookie and an apple,
taking the cookie. Taking the cookie.
So maybe pretzels with peanut butter or a yogurt. Choose from that, and then at least they're getting snacks packed with nutrition.
And I can imagine if they help mom prepare it, or help slice the apples if they're old enough, that can help as well.
Yes, grow it, cut it, help you assemble it. They'll get really excited and more engaged.
Okay. Now, there is a difference between snacks and treats.
Yes.
I don't like this idea, but I'm sure it's important.
It's very important because treats are sometimes food, like birthday cakes and cupcakes.
Okay.
Perfect example. We don't want to be eating treats every single day. We've kind of gotten in that habit to reward ourselves and our kids every day, and it's just empty calories. We've been talking a lot about sugar. So snacks are little mini meals packed with nutrition to help us do all the activities we want to do, help us learn, help us be alert at work. So we want nutrition-packed snacks.
And tide you over so you're not ravenous, like happens to me when your next meal.
Yes.
What's a good nutrition-packed snack?
So I like to recommend freezing fruit because that is a little bit of a twist. So freezing grapes. You can freeze yogurt, and that is a little bit of a slushy, especially in this heat.
That's cool.
Apples with peanut butter. I love peanut butter as a way to add some protein and fat to help
But you
keep
said
us...
natural peanut butter,
Natural peanut butter, yep. You can get that at Publix.
Keep an eye on that sugar count, I'm sure.
Yes, yes, yes. There's actually wouldn't be any sugar in there, so it's a great choice.
Fabulous.
Carrots and hummus, any kind of cut up peppers. Hummus is another great source of protein, a little bit of fat, which is going to help us stay satiated.
But this is what's easy.
Yes.
Throw a little bar in their backpack and you're good to go, but you say you got to be careful with the bars,
You have to be really careful because see these bars that are dipped in chocolate, we'll cover the brand. This kind of like a candy bar. Think of this as a treat, but there are other options. There are new breakfast bars. Kind has some. Kashi. Cliff has a smaller kids bar called Z Bar. Those are all great choices, and I know they're quick and easy for mom when you're on the go.
Read the label, and then when you throw it in the backpack, you know
Yes.
you're giving it
Yep.
something they like and it's healthy for them. So, okay, your kid tries something.
Yeah.
Mom, I don't like it. That's my niece. Everything
Yes.
she tries, she doesn't
Yeah.
like. But you say it's going to take some time.
It could take up to 12 to 13 times to
Wow.
try a new food to develop a taste for it.
Okay.
So you just got to keep showing it to them in different ways. If your niece sees you eating it, she's probably, because you're the cool aunt,
Yeah.
she's going to want to eat it
I
too,
am
or
the
she's
cool.
more apt to follow your lead
Right.
when we model good eating.
I think
for
a
our
lot of
kids.
times we forget as parents and as the cool aunt
Yes.
that what we do, and my sister talks about that all the time. She's like, I really want pizza, but my
Yeah.
kid needs to eat healthier,
Yep.
so I can't order the pizza.
Yeah. Or even order the pizza, load some vegetables on it, get a side salad, and it can create something potentially kind of unhealthy into something more healthy so that
Gotcha.
everybody can enjoy. Like all foods can fit, we know that. It's just about being smart.
All right, so kids, if you're watching this, sorry, no more excuses that you don't like it. You just got to try and try again.
Yes.
So if you missed any of these tips, you can catch them again on our website. Log on to fox4morningblend.com. A new school year is a great excuse to splurge on new technology for the kids. Coming up, some of the best gadgets just in time for first period. And later, the hot temps may force your wardrobe to go from oh wow to oh no. Have no fear, I've got ways to look hot in the scorching heat. Stay with us.
We're getting our morning jump start with the Seminole Casino Immokalee. It's always a good day to try the new Lucky Me Noodle House at Seminole Casino Hotel, serving Asian cuisine with a bold new spin. Simply delicious. But the Morning Blend is the only place where you can find these great mugs. The fourth person to call 239-673-3388 will receive this Morning Blend Seminole Casino mug. Now you can't win if you've won anything within the last 120 days from our station. Good luck!